Hello everyone, welcome to Shubhra Ranjan IAS. My name is Shubhanshu Jaiswal and let's start our daily current affairs practice. Now, question 1 today we have, recently the Union Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change has accorded the final approval to Dholpur Karauli Tiger Reserve. It is located in which state? Now, here the correct answer is Rajasthan. Fine. And in this way, this particular tiger reserve has become the 54th tiger reserve of India. And apart from Dholpur Karauli Tiger Reserve, there are other 4 tiger reserves in the state of Rajasthan that are also important. And you can see them in the map. So northernmost is the Sariska Tiger Reserve. It is in the state of Alwar, district Alwar. Okay, the Sariska Tiger Reserve. Then you have Dholpur Karauli Tiger Reserve. Then in Savai Madhavpur you have Ranthambore. Fine. Then in Bundi you have this Ramgarh Vishdhari Tiger Reserve and Mukund Hills Tiger Reserve in near the Kota. Fine. So you have the basic information here and map as well. Fine. Now a few students actually asked for this this PDF, so we will upload it in the description only, so you can just by clicking on the link you can download these PPTs in the form of PDF. Okay. Now apart from, as now we are speaking of tigers, so it's important to know about NTCA, National Tiger Conservation Authority. क्या करती है ये? नाम से ही पता चल रहा है कि टाइगर्स को कंजर्व करती हैं. Fine. How was it established? That is something you need to remember. Okay. It is a statutory body and स्टैट्यूटरी बॉडी कैसे बनती है? एक लॉ के अंदर बनती है. It was established under Wildlife Protection Act 1972 and it is working under the Ministry of Environment, Forest and Climate Change. Fine. Now let's move to next question. Now consider the following statements: green hydrogen extracted from natural gas, blue hydrogen extracted from coal using gasification, पिंक हाइड्रोजन प्रोड्यूस्ड बाय इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस यूजिंग न्यूक्लियर पावर. अब सोच के लग रहा होगा ये सारी क्या है, इतने कलरफुल हाइड्रोजन्स कहां से आ गई. नाउ फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल लेट मी ब्रेक अ मिथ फॉर यू. हाइड्रोजन इज एक्चुअली अ ओडरलेस गैस. कभी सुना है हाइड्रोजन की स्मेल ऐसी है? एंड इट इज ऑल्सो कलरलेस. फाइन. Now, if it is colorless, then why are we calling it green, pink, blue? So here these shades, these green, blue, pink are actually telling you about the process of manufacturing of this hydrogen. हाइड्रोजन इन तीनों में ही है, बट ये बनी किस तरह के प्रोसेस से है वो ये शेड्स बता रहे हैं. द ग्रीन वन बीइंग द बेस्ट वन. बेस्ट वाई? बिकॉज इट इज हैविंग द लीस्ट कार्बन एमिशन. फाइन. नाउ hydrogen, apart from being colorless and odorless, it is highly flammable. That is why it is being used as a fuel. Now coming to green hydrogen. Now green hydrogen, it is extracted from natural gas. Is that correct? No. So green hydrogen is actually extracted from electrolysis. Electrolysis you understand? वाटर में आपने H2O को ब्रेक किया. ठीक है, तो आपको H2 और O2 मिला. This is how you obtain the hydrogen. Here keep it in mind that the electricity that you use for electrolysis should be coming from renewable source. अगर ये non renewable हुआ then ये green hydrogen नहीं रहेगा. As I said, the process will change. Okay, and if process changes then the color, the shade here will also change. Then blue hydrogen extracted from coal using gasification. Now this is incorrect. Okay, in blue hydrogen you use the coal only, but then you dump the carbon dioxide or the carbon emission in the earth. Okay, so आपने क्या किया? कार्बन एमिट तो किया बट उसको एटमॉस्फेयर में रिलीज नहीं किया. So in this way you have reduced the carbon emission. So this is also incorrect. Fine. Now pink hydrogen produced by electrolysis. Now see, this is also being produced by electrolysis, but इसमें जो electricity used हुई है that is coming from nuclear power. Fine. So this statement is correct. So here 1 and 2 are incorrect as they are asking incorrect answer. Fine. Now you can just have a look in the picture. As I said कि ग्रीन हाइड्रोजन की अगर हम बात करें तो उसमें आपकी इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस से हाइड्रोजन रिलीज हो रही है, एंड ये इलेक्ट्रोलिसिस में जो इलेक्ट्रिसिटी यूज हो रही है दैट शुड बी कमिंग फ्रॉम रिन्यूएबल सोर्स ऑफ एनर्जी. This is how hydrogen is stored and then it can be used in for various purpose. Fine. Now let us understand the same thing from the visuals. This is green hydrogen, we already discussed, we are getting it from electrolysis. Okay. Now blue hydrogen, in blue hydrogen I told you what are they doing. Whatever carbon they are emitting, the CO2, it is being disposed, it is being captured and sequestered. Okay, so in this way carbon is not being emitted freely into the atmosphere. That is why the process is comparatively better and more sustainable than the gray hydrogen, because in gray hydrogen what are we doing? We are just releasing the CO2 directly into the atmosphere. Fine. So that is why this is gray. Gray, you understand, the atmosphere is comparatively gray here. Okay, not clean. Fine. Then you have pink hydrogen. As we discussed, electricity is coming from the nuclear source, and in yellow hydrogen you are doing the electrolysis, but electricity is coming from the solar energy. I hope these terms are clear to you now. Now whatever we have discussed, it is here only. Okay, no need to remember it, discuss it separately. Now next question, consider the following statements with respect to Zika virus. Now it is primarily transmitted through the bite of infected ticks and causes severe respiratory illness. Now this statement is incorrect, not in one way but two ways. Firstly, it is caused by mosquitoes, a particular Andes mosquito. Fine. Secondly, this particular disease, Zika virus, it does not cause severe respiratory illness. It has other health impacts but not this one. Now second statement, it is known to cause a microcephaly and other birth defects in newborns when pregnant women are infected. Now this is correct. Okay, now what does this term mean here? In microcephaly, what is happening? The newly born infant, they have the heads, okay, in the smaller size there as compared to the normal heads. Okay, infants head here are smaller than normal head size. Okay, it can cause other birth defects as well. Fine. There is no specific treatment available for Zika virus. Now this statement is also true. So here only 2 and 3 are correct. Fine. Now why this particular question is here? Because recently what happened in Mumbai, Zika virus case was detected. Fine. As we discussed, this is being spread by Aedes mosquito. Okay, especially in tropical and subtropical region. The first time this virus was in fact seen or detected in the African country. Fine. Symptoms, it has mild symptoms like fever, rash and joint pains, etc. Muscle pains as well. Fine. Known for this particular defect, no specific treatment as we discussed. Now let's see the next question. Jampu Ghoda Wildlife Sanctuary is located in which of the following state? So another wildlife sanctuary. Here the correct answer is Gujarat. Okay, so it is located in Gujarat near the Gir. Okay, so now why it is here? Because recently, now this news itself is not a very, just a sec. Now, so recently what happened, this particular Gujarat State Board for Wildlife, they deferred a decision on proposal regarding the removing manganese dump from the eco-sensitive zone of Jambu Ghoda Wildlife Sanctuary. Now what is eco-sensitive zone? So whenever you have any national park or let's say wildlife sanctuary, so from their boundary there is one buffer zone created, okay, of let's say 10 kilometer. So this buffer zone is called इको सेंसिटिव जोन. फाइन. सो यहाँ पर ये आपका मैंगनीज डब हो रहा था, इसको रिमूव करने के लिए डिसीजन लेना था, बट उसको डेफर कर दिया गया है. नाउ एनीवेज, इट इज लोकेटेड इन साउथ सेंट्रल पार्ट ऑफ गुजरात एंड काटियार गिर ड्राई डेसिडुअस फॉरेस्ट इको रीजन इन इंडिया. Various flora and fauna are found here. You can just have a look. Okay. Now, the African Union is a continental organization that aims to foster unity, cooperation, and development among African nations. Which of the following statements regarding the African Union is correct? The Union was established in 19th. They're asking correct. Okay. In 19th century to counter colonial powers and gain independence. Now this is incorrect. Why? Because this was formed in the year 2001 for the cooperation amongst the African nation. It is composed of 54 member states encompassing the entire African continent. This is correct. The headquarters of is located in Nairobi. This is again incorrect. Location is wrong. It has its own military forces known as the African Armed Forces. No, it is not having any military force. It is ensuring the security and cooperation in the region. However, it is not having any military force of its own. Fine. Now let us see more about this African Union now and why it was in news. Now, why it is in news? Because of a military coup. Now, what is military coup? So before that, you need to see that in the region of West Africa, fine, so this is the West Africa, there is this region, Sahel region. Now what is happening here? Here you have the militancy tendencies, and because of this there is coup happening over and over. Fine. And now what is coup? When the military particularly they overthrow the government of the nation. Okay, they override the elected or the legitimate government of any nation, then it is military coup. Now this is not new to Africa. In African nations it has happened time and again, and the recent victims being your Burkina Faso, Guinea and Mali, and the latest is Niger. And now because the military has taken the control in Niger, in response to this action, African Union has discouraged them and they have imposed suspension on Niger from participating in the institution and activities of African Union. Okay. About AU, it is continental organization, so all the countries in Africa, 54 states are the part of this. Okay. Headquarters is in Ethiopia and it is not having military of its own. These are the things you should know. I hope these small discussions are giving you the brainstorming and they are making you to retain whatever is there in the news. Hope to see you in the next video. Have a good day.